Hello everyone, it's me, Juan, Gamer54, back in the video. Today, you already seen the title. We're going to be talking about Tales from the Pizzaplex and what do I think about it. And this time we're going to be tackling LALLY'S game. As you guys already know, I already did a, analysis video on Fatality. So now we're going to be tackling the main story in book 1 of Tales from the Pizzaplex. Without further ado, just remember that in case you haven't read any of the Tales from the Pizzaplex books, go over to my second channel. That's where I'll be doing all the read-throughs for all the stories of both Fazbear Frights as well as Tales from the Pizzaplex. Now we got that situated? Right, let's do this. So, what's the plot of LALLY'S game, okay? What's the plot of the main title story? Well, it goes something like this. Selena and Cabe are moving into an old farmhouse in Cabe's hometown in order to take care of his 70-year-old mother, Janice. Their wedding is in a few weeks, so both are excited. As Selena directs the movers, one of them comes in carrying an old dirty truck that belongs to Cabe. Selena asks the carrier to put it down so she can inspect it, but Cabe walks in and quickly moves her away from it. Taken aback of how uptight Cabe acted, Selena asks what's inside the trunk, with Cabe vaguely saying it's filled with stuff from his childhood. Jade is old-fashioned, so Janice offers to let Selena stay at her place until the two are officially married, with Selena taking residence in Cabe's old bedroom. Selena finds an old photo album with the pictures being normal at first, but then when she sees a picture of Cabe going to the Freddy's Pizzaplex as a kid, he had taken a photo of nearly every attraction, even having a picture with Glamrock Freddy. So, something tells me that Cabe, it's kind of sounding like Cabe was around maybe during the... So this just goes to show that either Cabe was there at the early ages of the Mega Pizzaplex, or this is taking place way into the future, like way before stuff like Ruin happened. But anyways, Selena notices that most of the photos are in a blacklight area called LALLY'S game. Janice walks in and sees Selena looking at the photos. She explained that Lally game was Cabe's favorite part of the Pizzaplex, and that Lally was an animatronic made to be playmate for lonely kids. One day, Lally was stolen, and Cabe became scared. When Selena asks Cabe about him later, he just states that someone got hurt and that he doesn't want to talk about it. Well, that was suspicious. That's not suspicious at all. In the following weeks, Selena grows suspicious of Cabe. I would too. However, her suspicions wash away after Selena and Cabe got married and are settled into the farmhouse. 2 weeks later, Selena reads a reader comment on one of her self-help posts that reminds her of Cabe's trunk. Believing it had a connection to whatever happened to Freddy's Pizzaplex, Selena goes into the attic to look for the trunk, only to discover that Cabe lied and it wasn't there. She searches the house and eventually finds it hidden behind empty boxes and laying in a closet of an unused room. She grabs some tools and breaks open the lock, and before she could see what's inside, Cabe returned home, covered in rain. Selena, upset of him lying, decides to confront him about the trunk. He asks in a panicked manner if it was open, with Selena telling him that she almost did. Jade runs past her and up the stairs of the trunk, only to find it empty. Selena apologizes to see Jade shaking, but Jade simply hugs her and tells her it's okay. For a week, Cade wakes up multiple times in the middle of the night and begins searching the room for something. He's been doing this a lot, so it's like similar to FNAF 4 in some way, because it was in the room. He does this every time in the room. So it gives me like FNAF 4 vibes. But anyways, Selena confronts Jade about it and he reveals what happened. The Pizzaplex was going through renovation and the construction suffocated to collapse in on Lally's blacklight area during the game, which punched a hole in the exterior wall. The auditorium was evaluated and Lally went missing, except it never left. It followed Jade home, and Jade saw him everywhere he went. Jade was able to lure Lally into the trunk that was in his mom's sewing room and locked it inside. Selena believes that Chade's story is part of his psyche still stuck in his childhood, but Chade refused to believe it. After a week, the couple began renovating the house, and a few weeks later, they decided to invite some work friends over for a barbecue. They play a game of charades, and once they finish, Selena goes out to the garage to get more cream soda. However, when she gets them, she spots Lally. She takes Chade to the garage to show him, but Lally's gone when they get back. The next morning, Chade leaves early to avoid Lally, and Selena tries taking a hot bath, but feels washed and hears some noise around the house. She goes 2 weeks hearing the noise before she decides to visit Janice again for more answers. Janice explains that the game was only for two, which is why she thinks Jade liked it so much, and why he was furious when a kid named Dylan played with it, repeating to his mom, the game is only for two. Afterwards, Dylan was killed in a horrible accident. Selena asks for more information about Dylan, but Janice ignores the question. So instead, she asks more about Lally, and Janice revealed that Lally never actually moved, and instead the game was to make believe hide and seek. Selena hurries back to her car and spots Jay driving to his mother's house while on her way home. Once home, Selena grabs two suitcases and plans to flee, but she hears a noise and begins looking around the source. She finds nothing and breaks down crying, questioning her sanity. Suddenly, Jade covers her mouth and tells her to be quiet. He warns that if she upsets Lally, she will end up in the trunk. Selena asks if she was one who killed Dylan. Jade said it was Lally. He then says, the game is only for two. Terrified, Selena grabs the lamp and whacks Jad in the side of the head. Jad staggers back and falls into a coffee table, and Selena runs towards the kitchen. But when she spots the white figure and hears Jade's move, she runs upstairs, instead realizes she made a dumb mistake. She decided to hide inside the closet of the guest room, hoping for Cade to leave. Then she hears someone whisper in her ear in the closet, saying, "Hi." Selena screamed. Chase slowly drifts in and out unconscious as Selena screams, and she eventually fully passed out. When he wakes up, he runs around the house looking for Selena. Eventually heading to the guest room to see the trunk. He opens it, see the remains of Selena's inside. Lally whispered, the game is only for two, from the ceiling. In the far future, Kate had remarried to a new woman named Debbie. The two moved in the new house and they go into the attic, which Debbie plans to turn into an art studio. Debbie notices the trunk, but Jade leads her away from it, saying it's only childhood baggage. As they leave, shadows consume the room and two small pinpoints of light appear above the truck. And well, that's Lally. Lally's game. So, what can I say about this story? Well, okay. Well, here's something I found out while I was doing some. I was looking into it, and apparently, this is the second time Lally has been used. The first one was LALLY'S, a sponsor that appeared in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, FNAF 6, believe it or not. So, something tells me they were planning for Lally to be something way before Tales from the Pizzaplex was even conceived. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm think because for me, the first time I read the story, I genuinely thought that the whole shadows consuming the room and two small pinpoints of light appear above the trunk. I immediately thought that was, I don't know, that was like that was all Selena's ghost. Like Selena has come back. She's now possessing. She's now possessing the Lally doll, and now I genuinely thought like, oh nah, Gabe, you better watch out because Debbie is now seeing that you remarried. So you better run, son. But after reading it the second time, I feel like that's like, it's like those type of tropes where the people, like many people think like, oh yeah, we finally defeat the monster. Like say a ship shifting monster. They thought they destroy it and they'll be celebrating like, yay, evil has lost. Only for like in the backgrounds, like at the end of the movie or series, the shape shifting monster is still there, but he's just hiding amongst everything, basically alluding that it's not destroyed and it'll probably strike again. So that's what I'm thinking is that Lally never really got defeated. Lally's still there, so it's just only a matter of time before Gabe's new wife, Debbie, decides to open the trunk and Lally gets to do this game all over again. So yeah. Yeah. Uh that's pretty much all I got with this one. Needless to say, I think it was a good story. But other than that, there's not really much I can say. Just trying to undo the mistake I was thinking because I genuinely thought that the two small pinpoints of lights were, was just, Selena's ghost coming back for vengeance. But upon further reading, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lally showing, telling the viewers that, hey, Lally is not defeated, Lally is going to come back, and most likely Lally will be doing this game all over again should Debbie ever feel suspicious of Gabe. Kind of like how Selena was. So with that, guys, that's going to be the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the videos, I know you guys enjoy. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.